Hi, my name is Whitney, and it's a pleasure to be here with you all. Today, my usual thing, I was doing a bit of Bible study, and I was in the book of Judges, and from Judges 16, the story of Sampson. Now, this story, I believe that all of us are really familiar with this story from childhood or just any phase in your life, any chapter in your life. I'm sure you would have come across this story of Sampson. But what really stood out to me in this story today was when they captured him, they gouged his eyes, all those graphic things, and he asked for a young man to take him to the center post. And when I thought of that particular verse, I would have recognized that in Samson's demise, in that time when he would have been going down, was when he did his most. In that time when Samson would have faced adversity, when his back was against the wall, was when he had his most success. The scripture said that in his death, he would have killed more than in his waking life. And so I just want to look at that dynamic of when faced with adversity, when faced with struggle, when our back is against the wall, the depth of courage, the reservoir of power that is locked up inside of us that we are somehow able to tap into. So today we want to look at when our backs are against the wall, the strength that is able to come forward as a result. So basically, it is the advantages of when our backs are against the wall, so to say. Yeah? So I hope that as I endeavor through, that it will bless you in insurmountable ways. When Samson was pushed into a difficult or desperate situation, he exhibited a higher level of determination, resourcefulness, and capacity and capability than when he was in a place of comfort. This concept is often observed in humans facing adversity or challenges. We might tap into these hidden strengths or abilities to overcome obstacles when our options are limited or our survival is at stake. It's a testament to the human capacity to really rise to that place of occasion when faced with adversity. So there is this hidden potential that comes forth, and it really is something that I marvel at when our backs are truly against the wall. Adversities tends to amplify our performances. We often perform exceptionally well when faced with challenges that threaten our well-being or even our success. This heightened performance is attributed to a release of perhaps adrenaline and activation of the body's fight or flight response, which can enhance focus, strength, and mental clarity. There are hidden reservoirs when pushed into a corner. People often tap into latent abilities and strengths that might go unnoticed in more comfortable circumstances. These hidden reservoirs or hidden reserves can include creative problem solving, heightened intuition, and the ability to think outside of the box. When my back is against the wall, I have this capability to problem solve in a heightened capacity, and also to really put into action creative thinking. Survival instincts also kick in. We have this innate survival instinct that compels us to do whatever it really takes to overcome threats and challenges. This instinct can lead to a surge in determination and effort, resulting in the accomplishment of tasks that might have seemed insurmountable under normal conditions. A powerful factor to consider is mindset. Mindset is so powerful. Mindset shifts when facing adversity can trigger that shift in our mindset, that we can really adopt these mentalities like there is no other option but to succeed. I have this mentality, especially when I dropped out of school to endeavor into entrepreneurship. I had this mentality that it had to work, and this mentality can really fuel our focus, our dedication, and perseverance. This shift can lead to accomplishments that surpasses what we might have achieved when we were in a place or a state of comfortable. We tend to push the boundaries when we face these adversities and adverse situations, forcing us to step out of our comfort zones and push our boundaries. This expansion of limits often leads to personal growth and that realization of untapped potential. There are untapped reservoirs that lives within us, and if we really push the boundary, they will be exposed. Psychological factors can really also be a factor. Adversities can trigger psychological responses known as the challenge response, where individuals perceive stressors as opportunities for growth rather than threats. These mindset shifts can lead to improved performance and a greater capacity to excel. Historic examples throughout history. There are numerous examples of individuals who achieved remarkable feats when their backs were against the wall. These stories inspire others to believe in their own potential to rise above difficult circumstances. Overcoming challenges often involves learning and adapting rapidly. When under pressure, people are more inclined to absorb new information, adapt strategies, and improve their performances in order to achieve their goals. When we are faced with adversity, the best, I think, comes out of us. I think the best or the worst is really determined and based on that person's mindset. In summary, the revelation of when Sampson found his back against the wall, his actions surpassed what he had achieved during times of comfort and ease, highlighting this remarkable capacity of individuals or of humans to rise to the occasion when faced with adversity. It underscores the human ability to harness hidden strengths, adopt a determined mindset, and achieve more than expected when confronted with challenges. So there is power in our adversities. It's according to what you are willing to do with it. Are you willing to allow it to set you back, or are you willing to allow it to propel you, to catapult you into new dimensions of success? So mindset is really and truly everything. Get into that fight and flight mode. Continue to fight, continue to push. And I think that's why I'm wearing camo today, because it's a fight. We have to fight, and I come here to rekindle that fight within you, to continue to push. And you know, sometimes some of us have that fighter that lives inside of us, and based on situations that may have happened, it would have caused us to succumb. But I'm telling you, continue to fight, continue to push, continue to strive, attack with full force. Do not allow the enemy to win this battle. Do not allow the enemy to win this fight. You are an overcomer and you are a winner. You are a Sampson. You have a strength, an insurmountable strength that can take down any Goliath, that can take down any giant, that can take down any army, that can take down anything that comes against you. You are a winner. God has created us to be winners, and you are a winner. So tap into that hidden potential, that untapped reservoir that God would have placed inside of us. It's inside of you and it's inside of me. So continue to fight. Continue to fight this good fight. Allow that mentality that I had and I still continue to hold on to. This has to work. Where you're just determined for it to work. I remember when I dropped out of school, or dropped out of university, that is, I was pregnant and I didn't really like the situation that was happening, and I came to that place where I call the Red Sea moment. It was that moment, that pivotal moment in my life where I had to decide, are you going to stay here and die, or are you going to move forward? And I made a decision to move forward. And I had that mentality that this has to work, this business that I'm going to endeavor in, it just has to work. There is no failure in it. And because of that mentality, it pushed me to be successful. It pushed me to be resilient. It pushed me to have the tenacity that regardless of what comes my way, this has to work. And sometimes that is the mentality that we need to also adopt. All of us need to adopt to really push through difficult times of adversity, so that we can find our success. So sometimes I know we tend to have these mentalities, and then circumstances come, adversity after adversity, and we just lose all hope. We lose that drive. We lose that fight. Today, I'm rekindling that fight in you. Continue to fight. Continue to push through. There is a fire inside of you to come forward. There is a force to be reckoned with that I want to see. I need to see. This earth needs to see you in your glory. So continue to strive. We are going to fight for what is ours. We are going to fight for our promise. We are going to fight for every single thing that God has in store for us. And I know it's great. It's great because we serve a God whose plans for us are good and not of evil. So continue this good fight. Continue striving for excellence. Continue to push forward because you are truly the head and not the tail. So continue swimming. Continue fighting. Continue to attack with full force, darling. You have all that it takes. You have all that it takes. It is all inside of you. So tap into that untapped reservoir that God would have placed in you. So take care. I'll see you next time.